Hey everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
You're watching Tested Time News.
Episode 619.
And now you know. So we just got FSD version 14.2 in the Cybertruck.
So let's go test it.
Jesse, I'm so excited. 14.3.2 you got.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely. We'll get started?
Let's do it. Let's go to the hardware store. Let's go to lunch.
All right.
And let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Full self-driving.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hello. It's in Mad Max. It should be.
What's going on? Do you need to give it a little...
Am I too close on the right? It doesn't.
I don't know. It's pretty normal.
Yeah. So it's not moving.
So give it a little juice with your foot.
Okay. I'm going to give it the tiniest. That was the tiniest little...
Okay. And now it's happy.
Okay.
So yeah, sometimes you have to kind of nudge it. And so you're in Mad Max.
Yes.
Now, why are you in Mad Max?
This morning when I was heading into work, it was just driving really slow, so I was upping it to see if it would go any faster. It didn't seem to on the back roads that I take to work.
So by slow, like what do you mean?
Like 28 miles an hour, which
28
is...
on a, what would you go normally? Like what speed?
It's probably a 30 mile an hour, so different people go different speeds on that, but...
So like now we're on a 30 and it's going 37.
Yeah, it seems to be very happy with this road. The roads that I was going on didn't have any lines. They're very back roady. This is obviously has a bit more to it.
What are your like initial thoughts? You've driven maybe what 20, 30 miles on it so far?
I actually haven't driven much, so this is going to be on real roads. I would say this is some of my first time trying it. But yeah, we got all the cameras clean.
Nice.
So we're giving it the best shot that it'll have. Looks buttery beautiful on all 4 cameras, which is good. And this feels pretty good. In terms of Mad Max and going 39 and a 30, I don't know if I'd call it Mad Max, but I'd definitely call it fast.
I mean, that's enough to get you like pulled over, you know, because usually anything above 35 is considered like too fast.
Sure. On this road in particular, as someone who's lived here practically my whole life, I would say it's not too fast, but yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, came to a complete stop. It's checking. So, I mean, right there at that last light, I don't know if I would have, A, stopped completely, which I know would be illegal. But then also I saw that both of the people who were turning left were in the left turn only lane. There is a possibility that they go straight from the illegal lane, but it didn't seem like either one of them wanted to do that. They both had their blinkers on.
So you're saying this is being extra cautious?
Being extra cautious, you know, in Mad Max mode. I don't know if you consider that a negative.
Do you want to put it in standard, or do you want to keep it in Mad Max for this part of this leg of the trip?
I want to see what Mad Max is, because it's the limit right now. It's the top end limit, and I just want to see if we start to feel uncomfortable.
I want to point out that it's showing a 30-mile speed limit, but that's not actually true here. I think we're in a 35.
Or 40,
Or 40, and so this does feel slow.
Yes.
And that's just the mapping software's problem, I guess.
Well, also, I don't think we've seen the sign. It usually updates via the sign or GPS, and there are no signs.
I guess there's one coming up. We'll see if it switches.
Sure.
But yeah, we're going to hit a parking lot in a second.
Yep.
And we know how it behaves so far, but I've never seen 14.3.2. We've been told by Elon that it's going to be a lot more, I don't know, sentient or not, but smarter in parking lots. So
Sure.
I'd really like to see if that's true.
This is going to be easy mode in terms of parking lot.
Oh, this is an easy parking lot.
Nice big parking lot, lots of spaces usually, so it's not tight. So we're starting off easy. I think we'll get harder throughout the day.
Right, because we're going to go to Lowell.
We're gonna go Lowell.
And as we all know, that's a difficult place
That's
sometimes.
that's the tricky spot usually.
Very comfortable.
Yep. Chauffeured stop. Whoa, little kick
Little
off
jerky
there.
on the pull-off there.
I mean, it is Mad Max, so I'm
Sure.
not gonna complain. So it's slowing down ahead of time, comfortably. Okay, good turn in.
A lot of cars actually today, so
Yeah.
we'll see how it does. It's got to
Okay,
wait for
got-
this New York car.
Got the blinker on, nice, very snappy. There was someone behind us as well.
Oh, can we check? Can we try out Smart Summon when we're coming out?
I don't think we have it. Cybertruck
Oh, it's
has
not
never
on the
had it.
Cybertruck. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, really nice parking job.
Parked it really well, really quick.
Yeah.
It didn't
That was
do...
way faster than normal.
Yeah, usually it would be way slower.
All right. All right. So now we're leaving a parking lot. Let's see how that does.
Alrighty, so start driving.
It certainly changes how much your brain has to work. Because right now my brain goes into overdrive, having to check all my, angles.
Yes.
And it's just nice supervising.
Yeah.
And I suppose at some point we won't even be supervising anymore.
It's true. Felt a little slow. Like I know that I could have done it snappier in terms of the backing out. It does raise the question of whether or not I'm doing it wrong by reversing a little bit quicker. I mean, I'll make sure that I'm not going to hit anything when I reverse, but like, do I know that?
Right. Yeah, I guess a little slow is not bad.
Right. And again, as me thinking about being the driver, I care so much about what the car does, because when they look over and see me in the driver's seat, they're going to think that I'm driving the car. And if I do something wrong, they're going to think, well, he did something wrong. Versus I think when I'm a full passenger and everyone knows that I'm a passenger, you can't get mad at the person in the car, and you can't really get mad at the car either, because like it's just a robot. So like it's going to be different. We've never had that on the road. So it's going to be interesting in the future when people understand that no one in the car is driving it.
So we're still in Mad Max. It's driving below the speed limit.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's kind of weird. Curvy road, well marked, wide.
And it feels very comfortable, but I am surprised that we're not going like 5 or 10 miles faster.
Right. So I'm definitely not running up against any upper limit where I feel that Mad Max is driving too aggressively, at least on these local roads. Here it feels a little slow. Like I know that we're getting up to a left-hand turn, but it just feels bizarrely slow. Okay, so now we have a flashing yellow for the left only.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Now it's solid yellow. We're going to go through it. Cut really close, not dangerously so, but in terms of getting there, that felt pretty nice.
Yeah, felt very natural.
It's weird the times that it seems to go faster and the times that it seems to go slower.
Yeah.
Seems to be without reason that I can notice.
I mean, there's a car in front of us. There's really no speeding we could be doing at the moment.
Nice early slowdown for his left turn. Really smooth transition.
So far, if I told you like that we were in a new version, would you be able to tell?
The parking lot, just even that easy parking lot, yes. I think it would have been really slow before. Oh, I wish we were a few seconds earlier
I know,
so we
that
could
would
have
have been cool.
Seen what it would have done with the bus, but...
All right, we're now entering Lowell. And for those of you who have been with us for a while, you know that this is one of our cities of choice to test things out in, because you get everything from residential to industrial to heavy downtown, urban. You get a really nice mix.
But like here, we're driving under the speed limit. And
I know, it does
don't
not feel like
why.
Mad Max at all. And it's correctly getting into the right lane, because the left, even though you can't see it on the road, is a left only. Yeah, so how does it know that, Jesse, right there on the screen, that it's a left only, even though the paint's almost gone?
I don't know.
Is
There's
that-
an only and there's the faint hint of a left arrow. It's marked them both.
It must be mapped.
It probably is.
Because, I mean, if I was a driver who didn't know the area, I wouldn't know, because the paint's gone.
Yeah, and I've seen multiple people get in that lane and then proceed straight. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that now. Yep.
Whoa, there we go. Perfect example.
I knew it when it was
And
calling
it handled it really well.
It knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
The same way that I had the inkling as soon as I saw, I was like, old Acura, pulled up with no blinker.
That's new
Something's
software.
weird. That was really good.
Yeah.
So if you're a homeowner or business owner and you've been thinking about installing EV chargers, but you're a bit overwhelmed, we get it.
You probably have so many questions. We always recommend reaching out to our friends at Smart Charge America.
Joe Barletta and his team of designers and electricians have been doing this for longer than we've been doing our show.
That's right. Since EV charging has become a thing, Smart Charge America has been getting projects done right, on time, on budget for people all across the country.
Doesn't it feel good to check something off your list? Go to smartchargeamerica.com, fill out their quick form, and Joe and his team will get right back to you to get your project started.
And if you do it now before Joe comes to his senses, tell him that Zach and Jesse sent you, and you'll save 15% off of your entire project.
We're clients of Smart Charge America too, and we couldn't be happier. So go to smartchargeamerica.com today, and you'll be glad you did.
Let's get back to the ride.
Whoa. So it's definitely got the Mad Max in terms of the go-go juice.
I know you couldn't feel that watching, but it really like gave us a jolt forward.
It jolted it forward.
For no real reason, because it didn't continue. Like, we only got a first 5 mile an hour jolt, and then it's like it thinks it's a Model Y.
Maybe.
So we're in a 30 going 35.
Yep, this feels fine. maybe a hair slow.
Yeah,
because now it's gone to 33.
But again, super safe. Like, I mean, I'm glad that it's
Yeah.
doing this. It's just that it doesn't feel like Mad Max mode.
Sure.
At this stop sign, maybe we could switch to like standard and see what it does on the pull-off.
Sure, good idea.
Because I like to see if we still get that jerk.
Okay, now we're at standard.
Okay. And let's see what our top speed is that we hit.
It's creeping up slower. Here we basically lose our lines, so, and the speed limit has gone down to 25. So maybe it was anticipating the lowered speed limit.
I mean, that felt like chill or even slower. That felt like sloth to me.
Yeah, it does the NHTSA stop.
Yep.
Pretty much every time. That
I mean,
one was a
to.
slow NHTSA stop in my opinion, but
And I mean, people who have FSD know that it comes to a complete NHTSA stop at every stoplight or stop sign, which, you know, let's be honest, I don't think most of us do. The other problem is in this situation that we're just in, where we came to a complete stop, then we have to
soon.
and then
Yeah.
we have to come to a stop again to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Here.
So this is new. Guest driveway. And in fact, if I zoom in, so it's guest driveway. It looks like there are driveways there.
Oh, because you gave it a random driveway to go to?
So now I could change it
Oh.
from driveway to parking lot, street, but it guessed that it was a driveway.
Well, whoever lives there, we're about to pull into your driveway on A Street. If this was you, I'm sorry, but it's for science.
Yeah. But if you look where the P is, that's on the right in somebody else's driveway. So I gave it a random point on the map. I clicked and held. So I don't know if it would try and
So,
accurately.
like, we should just pull in. Oh, it's very confused.
Let's see what it's doing.
Oh,
It's backing in.
let's go back into that guy's driveway.
Yeah. Do we let it do it or do I
Yeah.
stop?
I mean, I think we do, because we could turn around from here.
Yeah.
But now this guy can go.
Avoiding the bush. That's a tight squeeze.
That is tight. Wow. It did it. You did not have to hit anything. It's still going.
Ball. And it accounted for the ball hitch.
All right.
Nice.
Nice work. Let's go get lunch.
Let's get lunch. Okay. So now we're leaving. We're trying to go left.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
I don't think we can either.
There's no way. Jesse's ready with his foot. It's going to have to do like a 9-point turn.
Yeah.
Because it's so bad at pulling forward. It should pull forward more.
Look at this. Oof. What are we doing?
It's doing it faster, though, than it normally does.
Yeah, it's getting like.
And luckily
Stop
we've got.
backing up. Like turn all the way, then move.
Yeah.
We're getting really close. All right, I'm just gonna do it.
Jesse had to take over on that one, and I agree. It was, you know, it may have done it, but it was that was its what, fifth.
Yeah, dude.
Time
I
and-
mean, so here's the other complaint that I have. Now that it basically got confused, it set me off on a different route. So now it's putting me on the highway. I had chose not to use the highway, so I have to go into this sort of menu and then tell it what to do. So now it'll change its directions, but it always does this where I will tell it to do the non-optimal route.
Oh, look at that! Pulled over for the FedEx truck.
That was pretty cool.
That was really cool. By the way, we're in standard. So I guess I just want to go back to the turning it just did a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
It all comes back to the fact that you're right. It goes forward before it turns. It doesn't do lock.
Mm-hmm.
You should, in many situations, you should do lock first.
Yes. And when you say lock, you mean stop, turn the wheel to its
To lock, yes.
and lock is its maximum position.
Yes.
I think that the interesting thing is when you get in a car with someone that you're not used to driving with, you very quickly will pick up on what their style of driving is.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, you're usually in the car with the person, so you can kind of see from their face, from their body language, what they're trying to do. And with the car, you don't understand what it's trying to do because it has no body
You
language.
don't get to see its head turning and
You
stuff.
only get to see how it drives, and because certain things like the stop signs are so specific, you're like, is this how you're driving?
But I mean, it really does slow you down stopping at a complete stop.
Yes.
Like, you don't realize how that adds to your trip.
Right. Okay, so we got the unprotected left.
Yeah, we get
They're
it.
flashing
Oh, they're
us.
flashing.
Didn't pay attention. I'll give it a little juice just to
Oh, so you had to
ease
juice it?
Yeah, so it didn't see the flashing lights.
Well, I mean, it saw them, but it didn't do anything with that information.
Yeah.
And
It
as you can
says
see from the map, we should be
curbside.
parking on the left on the curb. Let's see how it does. These are really high curbs, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, so it should pull in here.
Okay. Seems to be doing it pretty good.
Is it going to back up, or is it going to just... That's the worst parking
okay,
job.
Get out and show it. Get out and show it.
So this is what it thought it should do. It gave it 2.5 feet. That is not appropriate, so Jesse's going to fix that. This is where the four-wheel steering really helps. All right, let's go to a lunch spot.
Okay. So pulled out with the car barreling down behind us. I don't know if I would have done that.
Going a little fast for cobblestones, but it really does soak up them really well.
Yeah.
So far, though, I do want to say I feel very safe. Like,
Sure.
other than that weird 7-point turn thing we had to do.
Sure. I mean, I'm glad that we pulled into that driveway because it really does show that it's not perfect.
Right.
If you were in a robo-taxi and
Yes.
it was just doing that again and again and again, I mean...
All right, car pulling out here. Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, we handled that
we
nice.
got the right of way.
That was great. I feel like in an older version it would have stopped.
It would have slammed on the brakes.
These are just the situations I wanted to encounter.
Yeah,
These
this is why we come to Lowell. Home of the worst drivers.
All right, got a bus in the right. Give it a nice fair distance. Great.
Good.
All right, we got pedestrians. Basically, we have to be a little aggressive here if we're ever going to make it through.
Yeah.
Jesse's getting nervous, folks.
Well,
Look at that foot near the brake. He's got the foot near the brake.
when the armored car is coming through, the problem is this Kubota is
Yes,
parked
it's
and
blocking.
totally blocking.
This
so
is great. Okay,
Now
now
go.
it should go. All right, so I would say that there was one opportunity for it to go sooner, but it wasn't the end of the world. It was really tough because of that Kubota.
it worked. I
worked.
mean, we weren't stuck there all day.
No, because I wonder if there's like a timer going off where, because like with a human driver, you almost have that timer where you're like, you know what? Exactly. Exactly. All right, so we come to another parking lot, and let's see how it handles this one, because this one, last time we were here, had boards with nails in it.
Yes.
So let's see how that does. And usually
It
big
says
puddles.
parking lot, so it is anticipating the parking lot.
Nice.
I believe it's getting that from either map data or satellite
And there's
imagery data.
no lines here, by the way.
Okay, and there's humongous potholes. It's aiming for them. Let's see, it's pulling in here. Seems to, so it could pull anywhere. Yep. This is a good spot.
1 hour.
Nice.
All right.
Let's go eat some lunch.
Thank you for joining us today, everybody. Don't forget, on Thursday, we're coming out with part 2 of our ride.
So be sure to check that out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, do all this fancy YouTube things that you get to. You can hype videos now. Did you know you could do that? Hey, thanks so much for watching. We will see you guys on Thursday.
Now you know.